one of my go-to dishes, Mexican style chicken and rice. It's a one-pot dish, so it barely involves any washing up. It's also one of the easiest dishes to cook. It basically cooks itself. With that being said, let's go.
Let's start by preparing the chicken. You'll need roughly 1 kilo of chicken or 3 pieces of chicken breast. We will cut the chicken in half using a large knife and set each piece aside. You'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, one for each meal portion. Once the chicken is cut, we'll prepare our spice rub by combining 1 tablespoon of onion powder, salt, pepper, oregano, garlic powder, cumin, and paprika. Now evenly spread half of the rub across one side of the chicken, gently caressing the spices into the skin. Turn the chicken over and repeat on the other side with the remaining spice mix. The chicken is now sufficiently caressed and ready to be cooked. Place a large pot over medium-high heat and allow to heat. Lightly oil the pan and add 2 pieces of chicken at a time. Cook for roughly 6 to 8 minutes per side or until cooked all the way through. Repeat with the remaining chicken and set aside. Now we will prepare the rice. We will first start by making a liquid for the rice to cook in by using a mixture of vegetables and spices. For the vegetables, you'll need 3 whole tomatoes, 3 cloves of garlic, 1 jalapeno, and 1 medium-sized brown onion. For the spices and seasonings, you'll need half a tablespoon of paprika, onion powder, cumin, black pepper, salt, chili flakes, and 2 chicken stock cubes. We will roughly chop the vegetables before blending. Cut the tomatoes in half and then half again. Cut the onions in half, remove the ends, peel and cut into quarters. Cut the stem off the jalapeno and cut in half. You can optionally remove the seeds if you wish. However, I don't wish, so I'll put mine back in. Finally, we will smash each piece of garlic with the flat part of our knife and peel. Now place all your chopped vegetables in a blender. If you don't have a blender, then you can finely dice all of the vegetables and just add extra water to cook the rice. Then add the spices and the seasonings. Try to get them in the container and not all over the bench like me. Add 100 ml of water to help with the blending process and blend that boy up. Before we start cooking our rice, rinse the rice to remove the excess starch. This results in nice individual grains of rice when it's cooked. We will rinse the rice 3 times and this should remove most of the starch. Using the same pan as before, we'll set over medium-high heat and add oil. Gently fry the rice for 1 to 2 minutes or until lightly toasted. This is to prevent the rice from clumping together too much. We will add the liquid we made earlier as well as another 100 milliliters of water to the pot. If you finally dice the vegetables, add 350 milliliters of water. Stir and turn the heat to high. Place a lid on the pot and bring it to a boil. Once it boils, immediately remove from the higher heat and place on the smallest burner on the lowest setting. At this point, it should just be simmering. You don't want to burn the rice on the bottom of the pot. Leave the rice simmering for 10 minutes with the lid on, and after 10 minutes, turn off the heat and leave with the lid on for another 10 minutes. While we are waiting for the rice to finish cooking, let's make our sauce. All you will need is light sour cream and lime. Add 100 grams of light sour cream to a bowl and combine with 1 tablespoon of lime and a pinch of salt. Stir to combine and that's it. I added mine to a sauce bottle so I can conveniently distribute it over the meals. Back to the rice. After the final 10 minutes is up, you can remove the lid, and you should be left with light, fluffy Mexican rice. Now let's plate it up. Evenly divide the rice over 5 containers and add a piece of chicken into each container. You can leave the chicken whole or slice into strips for more convenient eating. Finally, spread the sauce evenly over the 5 servings. And optionally, add a bit of coriander if you don't think it tastes like the spawn of Satan.
And we're done. Another 5 dishes done for the week. We've got another super flavorful dish here. Heaps of herbs and spices in that rice and then topped off with that tender chicken and sour cream. I promise you, once you cook this, you won't go back to cooking plain old rice and chicken. If you like this video, drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.